Hello, my fellow Animaniacs. Today we'll be continuing where we left off on A Plus Manga's Awesomeman. Last we finished chapter 13, and now we'll be picking up where we left off from there. And I believe we have 6 chapters left. So let's begin. Chapter 14, The Truth Comes Out. At that moment, Cinderella headed towards the exit and decided to leave the rest to her uncle. As soon as the doors closed from behind, Awesomeman had begun to recover from his unconsciousness. "Awesomeman, you're alive! Oh, thank heavens!" Angela cried for joy. "Angela?" he recuperated. Then suddenly the barrier Awesomeman was inside activated a pentagram pattern that glowed above and below him. Immediately he began to burn with pain as an eerie red light flashed all over him. "Ah!" he yelled as the pain grew stronger. "Awesomeman, what's wrong?" Angela trembled. "Ah! Ah! Ah!" Awesomeman ached. "Enjoying your pentagram prison, Awesomeman?" The Pimplayer laughed as he escalated down the stairs. "Whoever you are, you leave Awesomeman alone," Angela ordered. "I'm afraid I can't do that. He has a lot to answer for, and I'm going to see to it he gets what he deserves." He laughed again. What do you want from me?" Awesomeman ached again. "Oh, let's see, where do I begin? Considering the fact you constantly ruined my plans, I'd say watching you suffer as I suffered. Would make us even." The Pimplayer stepped down as he pulled out his sword from the cane. "Shame on you," Angela shouted. "No, shame on him for not minding his own business." The Pimplayer spun around, pointing his sword at her. For your information, keeping the world safe from people like you is his business," Angela declared. "It won't be for long." The Pimplayer laughed under his breath as he stuck his sword into a small keyhole. "Allow me to introduce you to my newest plan. As you can see, this is the planet Earth, and all around it are these blue and red blots. They symbolize all the people of the world who ally themselves with either good or evil." The Pimplayer paused. "Looks like your kind has a lot of catching up to do," Angela giggled. "Maybe, but just enough energy to resurrect the devil himself." The Pimplayer cruelly chuckled. "Huh?" Angela gasped. "Who are you anyway?" Awesomeman demanded as he began to tire. "Oh, I'm sorry. Allow me to introduce myself." The Pimplayer sarcastically apologized as he put his cane sword away and continued. "To the public, I am Jeremy Woods, president of Woods Developments. But to the underground, my employees and enemies refer to me as the Pimplayer. In addition to being Delaware's top crime boss, I'm also Satan's personal herald, and the only one who can bring him back. I would have been the wealthiest man in the world, but a naive, pampered tramp by the name of Cindy Maxwell got in my way." The Pimplayer paused. "What?" Awesomeman gasped as his eyes began to glow light blue again. "Now, if you'll excuse me, I have unfinished business elsewhere to attend. Too bad you won't be around to see it." The Pimplayer sinisterly smiled as the doors closed behind him. It was him. From the beginning. He hired a hitman to kill my mother. He tried to rob the bank, but Awesome Man paused as Angela began to cry. Oh, Awesome Man. Angela wept as her eyes and cheeks became flooded with tears. No, that does it! Awesome Man roared as his body took on a new transformation. Despite how bad things were getting, an extraordinary power was still building up inside Awesome Man. A power that was deeply hidden until now, the power that came with injustice. In a frightful rage, Awesome Man exploded with tremendous power. His hair grew longer and spikier. His eyes were covered and shined in a light blue energy, lighter than the morning sky above. His height grew a foot taller, and his body became much stronger than it was before. Furthermore, his entire figure was covered in a glowing electrical aura that matched the energy in his eyes and soon broke free from the pentagram barrier. Afterwards, he walked up to the alarm system that was set off from the barrier's sabotage. I cannot let you do this anymore! Awesome Man roared as he crushed it with his foot. And that's his new form. Hyper Awesome Man. Chapter 15, Enough is Enough. Releasing Angela from her own barrier, Awesome Man dashed to her side. Awesome Man? She asked as she beheld his new form in fascination. Yours truly. He smiled at her in his hyperactive state. Oh, my hero, thank God you're all right. Angela happily smiled back as she hugged him. Thank my father you are too, Awesome Man sweetly agreed. Your father? Oh, you mean all this time you were his son? Angela asked as she pointed to the ceiling, and Awesome Man nodded his head. Oh, Awesome Man, you really are a miracle from heaven, Angela cried for joy as she hugged him again even tighter. Thank you as well, Angela. Now hold on tight. Awesome Man sweetly instructed as he picked Angela up, held her close, and prepared her for escape. Busting through every last floor, Awesome Man attempted to flee from the building as he held on to Angela. Upon finally reaching the heliport, he burst through the platform doors and landed softly on the surface when a group of 4 henchmen were waiting for his escape. But as soon as they observed his new form, they all began to tremble and hysterically whimper with fear, dropping their guns and running for the exits just behind them. After the henchmen frightfully made their leave and slammed the doors, Awesome Man gently set Angela down and began to ponder. He works for the devil? That must have been the energy I sensed earlier. It all makes sense now. That's why the pentagram weakened me. It's Satan's symbol. Father, this is why I'm here, isn't it? You want him to be stopped for good, and only I can do it. Awesome Man realized as he looked up to the sky. Awesome Man, I'm going with you, Angela declared. No, Angela, it's too dangerous. You have to let me handle this on my own, Awesome Man caringly insisted. But Angela sweetly paused. Oh, all right, she adorably finished. I'll drop you off at the police station. You'll be safe there for now, Awesomeman proclaimed as he picked her back up. Okay, you be careful out there, though, Angela requested, with sweet concern as she hugged his neck. I'll do my best, Awesomeman sweetly answered as they flew away. Meanwhile, the Pimplayer had summoned another army of Satan soldiers and was already on his way to the White House in order to unleash his evil takeover on the world. Time was running out as Awesomeman gently set Angela down at the police station entrance. Everything's going to be fine, Angela. Just have faith, and I'll be back before you know it, Awesomeman sweetly declared. Please be careful, Awesomeman, Angela pleaded as she started to cry. Afterwards, Awesomeman sweetly wiped the tears from her eyes. I shall always be with you. Remember that, he sweetly whispered in her ear as he stepped away and flew off at the speed of light. Elsewhere, the minions had appeared out of nowhere from inside and outside the White House, fighting off any security who crossed them along the way. Yes, the moment of glory is almost here, the Pimplayer sinisterly smiled. And there he is, with the Satan soldiers. He's like, charge! Chapter 16, Beating the Clock. At the speed of a shooting star, Awesomeman flew back to the Woods developments, hoping to learn the location of the resurrection ceremony. All right, Pimplayer, enough is enough. It's time to finish this, he declared as he flew faster. As the Satan soldiers held the entire area hostage, two other Super Satan soldiers were placing some kind of huge portal machine atop the White House itself. Suddenly, the sky became blood red and a big storm began to rise and thundered loudly throughout the area. The rest of the demons began to breathe fire all around the White House and started to shape it into the form of a giant pentagram. Huh? Awesomeman paused in flight as he had another future sight vision. The Pimplayer laughed in his vision as Awesomeman observed the surroundings. He's at the White House! I've got to hurry! Awesomeman announced as he flew to a rainbow rush. And there he is. Here he comes to save the day. And he also has a thing called a rainbow rush. That's where he makes a rainbow because he goes so fast. Yep. Of course, it's black and white. You can't see it, but I'll fix that when the time is right. Don't you worry. I'm working on it. Chapter 17, The Battle Begins. Meanwhile, at the White House, the Pimplayer inserted his cane sword into the machine to activate it. One more hour, and the King of Darkness will rise once again, the Pimplayer sinisterly declared. Don't count on it, Pimplayer, Awesomeman challenged as he suddenly appeared. Awesomeman, the Pimplayer turned around with shock. That's my name, don't wear it out, Awesomeman heroically sassed. Bring him to me, the Pimplayer shouted as he pointed his empty cane sword sheath at Awesomeman, and all the Satan soldiers flew after him. With his newfound powers, Awesomeman was ready for no mercy, and this time he was going to give it his all, right to the bitter end. As the demons attacked him all at once, Awesomeman's new strength struck them with even greater impact than before. Even his hands and feet shined like his eyes as the fight continued. The minions could not weaken him in his new form so easily and struggled to stay alive as Awesomeman quickly finished them off one by one. Throwing consecutive light blue fireballs mixed with martial arts combos, Awesomeman vanquished every Satan soldier that came at him until his next conflict with the two Super Satan soldiers came into play. Is that all you got, Pimplayer? Is that all you got, Pimplayer? Awesomeman heroically proclaimed as he brushed his hands off against each other and then folded his arms. Well, what you waiting for? Get that fool now! The Pimplayer angrily turned and ordered the last two demons as they both took off. No, this can't be. He's stronger than he used to be. But how? The Pimplayer worried in his mind. As the Super Satan soldiers ganged up on him, Awesomeman gave them the look of determination and said, I hope you're ready, because you're not coming out of this alive. Awesomeman heroically stared at them. Suddenly, the two creatures croaked with anger and attacked at the speed of darkness. Concentrating hard, Awesomeman dodged their combined attacks and soon was about to defeat them where they levitated. Blocking their every last punch and kick, Awesomeman finally caught them both in each opposite arm and triple flipped an energy drop kick on both of them as they went smashing into the fountain below. Enraged even more, the Super Satan soldiers plunged out and split themselves up on each side of Awesomeman, setting their razor-sharp claws, shins, and elbows ablaze. The minions charged in explosive anger. Straight at Awesomeman, hoping to slice right through him upon impact. Staying focused, Awesomeman vanished in a sudden quick teleport and made the two demons slice each other in half as their bodies became consumed by their own flames. Sheesh kebab, talk about a splitting headache, Awesomeman joked as the minions were burned to ashes and vanished from existence. That's it, Awesomeman. I'm tired of playing games with you. Satan's resurrection will proceed as planned, with or without you, even if I have to take care of you myself. The Pimplayer angrily threatened as he shook his fist at Awesomeman. I know I need to work on my voice acting, but I'm just one guy. Be nice to have voice actors, but hopefully it'll come when it comes. But yeah, in any case. Oh yeah, we'll just see about that, Pimplayer, Awesomeman heroically declared as he levitated to the sky. As the thunder roared louder and the lightning blazed like never before, you can be sure that Awesomeman was preparing something amazing. Woohoo! It's happening. Summoning lightning from heaven. Now, wait till you see this attack. It's gonna look better once I put some time into drawing up some more pieces. Chapter 18, Titan versus Tyrant. positioning himself for another special attack no one has ever seen before. Awesomeman spread out his arms, hands, legs, and feet as the clouds began to open up above him. Leaving the Pimplayer paralyzed with fear, Awesomeman unleashed his new superpower. Heaven's wrath! He roared as a massive lightning bolt shot from the sky. No! The Pimplayer yelled as the attack headed towards and struck the portal machine. In one mighty blow, the entire portal machine exploded into clumps of worthless shrapnel, and soon it began to rain. Realizing his cane sword was caught in the explosion, it suddenly landed right beside the Pimplayer as it fell from the sky. Wasting no time, the Pimplayer put his cane sword back in its sheath. As the drizzle came down hard, the rain started to put out the fire that created the pentagram, and soon Awesomeman's new power had began to settle. His superhero form went back to normal as he then levitated himself towards the top of the White House, ready to finish off the Pimplayer's evil plan. As the wind howled, the rain poured, and the thunder rumbled, Awesomeman and the Pimplayer stared with determination at each other from the lengths they stood. Having almost accepted his fair defeat, the Pimplayer was not ready to give up just yet. Well done, Awesomeman. It seems you're a more worthy opponent than I thought. So this is the potential of a chosen one, is it? The Pimplayer asked with false fascination. Yes, I am a chosen one. Why do you ask? Awesomeman calmly answered. Oh, nothing. It's just a pity to think all that power is going to waste for the wrong team, the Pimplayer sassed. What are you talking about? Awesomeman questioned. Everything you're missing out on, that's what. After all, nobody wants to be on God's side forever, the Pimplayer sassed. How dare you? And Awesomeman angrily glared. I dare all, but here's some real food for thought. Join forces with us instead, and together we'll be unstoppable, the Pimplayer sinisterly proposed. Suddenly, Awesomeman disappeared and reappeared right in front of the Pimplayer, grabbed him by the collar of his shirt, and lifted him up to his face in a determined rage. I wouldn't join you even if you prayed for it. Awesomeman angrily gritted his teeth in the face-off. Fine. You're just the offspring of a has-been after all. But you can count on one thing, freak. You may have won the battle for now, but you haven't seen the last of me, the Pimplayer threatened as he threw another disappearing skull upon the ground. Disappearing in the blood-red smoke, the Pimplayer's evil laugh echoed all around as he made his desperate escape. Yep, there's the face-off. And there's his escape. And there he's disappear. Disappear. And technically, he did do some dissing. Chapter 19, Plans for the Future. As the red dust cleared, Awesomeman realized that the Pimplayer had vanished without a trace. Then suddenly, the rain began to stop, and the sun rose in its place. And I will be ready next time, Awesomeman heroically declared. Suddenly, government security barged through the ceiling doors. Freeze! one of them shouted. Hold your fire, the leader ordered. Sergeant, is that who I think it is? Another guard stuttered. Who are you? The leader asked. Whatever I am one thing only. And that's a hero. Awesomeman calmly declared as he turned around. Woohoo! Let's hear it for Awesomeman! Someone down below shouted. Awesomeman! 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 Everyone cheered. Have no fear, gentlemen. I'm just doing my job, Awesomeman announced as he levitated and flew away. Then suddenly, the president showed up. Oh. Take this off the charger real quick. Who was that, Sergeant? He asked. Oh. Security agents. Oh. And there goes Awesomeman. Phew! Last chapter. Chapter 20, Unfinished Business. Meanwhile, inside the home of Floyd and Lucy Moore, Satan was making them a proposition in the dream world as their voices began to echo. Listen to me, and I'll give you anything you desire, the devil offered. I want revenge, Floyd answered asleep. I want Jesse, Lucy followed asleep. In order for me to help, you must do something for me in return, Satan instructed. Anything, the twin brother and sister desperately pleaded. Destroy Awesomeman, and I will reward you generously, the devil proposed. How? They asked once again. You'll find out soon enough. Satan's voice echoed when he laughed as the two siblings woke up at the same time. Little did Floyd and Lucy know that they just sold their souls and were about to embark on a sinister scheme. Yes, through the lies of the devil himself, they were now in his possession of an enormously evil power. Elsewhere, back in Bridgeville, police were breaking into what was left of Wood's developments and arrested every last henchman, but no sign of Cinderella or the Pimplayer. Meanwhile, towards the southwest of Honolulu, Hawaii, the Pimplayer reappeared inside his new underground fortress. So, how'd it go? Cinderella asked as she filed her nails. I believe it's time for a new plan, the Pimplayer murmured. That evening, Angela's mother, Carol, drove her to Maxwell Mansion to see if Jessie was home. Miss Rose, what brings you here? Jeffrey answered the door. I'm worried about Jessie. Is he all right? Angela softly questioned with concern. Oh dear. Jeffrey puzzled and paused with tears in his eyes as he unlocked and opened the door. What's wrong? Angela came in. Master Jesse has been missing for quite a while now. I've waited at the restaurant for hours, but... Jeffrey sadly trembled and paused. Oh, don't worry, Jeffrey. We'll find him. Angela patted him on the back. Yes, we mustn't give up hope, Jeffrey sobbed as he wiped his tears with his handkerchief. Then Cindy walks in. "Oh, Mrs. Maxwell, is that you?" Angela turned to Cindy's location. "Yes, it is. What can I do for you, my dear?" Jesse's mother worriedly sighed. "It's Jesse. He just disappeared yesterday as soon as..." Angela paused. "Wait a minute." She paused and then continued with surprise. "What is it, Miss Rose?" Jeffrey asked. "Oh, nothing. It's just so strange. How come Awesomeman happened to show up at the same place right after Jesse ran off? You don't think that..." Angela paused again, just as Jesse rushed in. "Mother, we have to call the..." Jesse paused as he saw everyone together. "Police? Angela? What are you doing here?" Jesse paused again. I was worried about you. Are you okay?" Angela sweetly asked with concern. "Yes, indeed, young sir," Jeffrey asked, just as concerned. "I'm fine, Angela. I didn't mean to worry everyone. And I'm sorry I couldn't find help sooner. Are you all right, too?" Jesse sincerely apologized with sweet concern. "Oh, Jesse, I'm so glad you're okay. Were you worried about me, too?" Angela cried for joy as she tackled Jesse to the floor and sweetly smiled at him. "Aw, I sure was, Angela." "Oh, I sure was, Angela." Jessie sweetly smiled back as her caring words made him blush. "Anyway, I'm still waiting for you to take me home now," Angela adorably giggled. "You're right, our date isn't over yet. I almost forgot." "Is it all right with you, Jeffrey?" Jesse gasped as he turned to his butler. "I'll get my hat and gloves straight away, sir." Jeffrey pleasantly smiled. Moments later, they soon arrived at Angela's house. As her mother pulled into the driveway after, Jesse had two confessions he wanted to make in private. "Angela?" Jesse politely asked as he opened the door to her side of the limo. "Yes," Angela sweetly answered. "Would you mind if I came in the house with you for a moment?" he politely asked again as he sweetly bowed and held his hand out for her. "Sure, Jesse," Angela adorably giggled as Jesse sweetly helped her out of the limo. Inside, Angela invited Jesse into her bedroom alone. "Angela, first of all, I want to thank you for the past days that we've spent together. It really means a lot to me," Jesse sweetly explained. "Gee, thank you, Jesse. It was my pleasure," Angela adorably blushed. "Second of all, if you decide one day that..." Jesse paused as Angela drew closer to him. "Jesse, can I ask you something?" Angela happily smiled. Well, sure, go right ahead." Jesse nervously stuttered, but politely smiled back when he answered. "Would you mind if I kissed you?" Angela sweetly giggled as she crept even closer to him. "Angela!" Jesse blushed with happy surprise as Angela puckered her lips, closed her eyes, and gently placed her lips on his. Angela sweetly hummed as she gave Jesse their first kiss. Suddenly, as the both of them fell deeper and deeper into true love's trance, Jesse began to glow all over with a bright golden light. Angela opened her eyes and became so bedazzled by what she saw that she slowly backed away as the light grew stronger and then faded away. As Jesse opened his own eyes, Jesse? She asked tenderly. No, Angela. Jesse sweetly smiled. It's the other me. He sweetly smiled again. As Angela grew more excited with sweet passion and anticipation, she was finally realizing who Jesse really was, the moment he undid his jacket and shirt to reveal his birthmark. Awesome man. Angela gasped as her eyes began to weep with happiness. Mm-hmm. Jesse smiled, sweetly nodded with a sincere smile. Oh, Jesse, I'm the happiest girl in the world, Angela cried as she lifted her hands to her heart. And there they are. Oh, there's Angela, still dressed up in her prom outfit. And there's Jesse, showing her his birthmark. Yep. Is it the end? We shall see. Well, and this is just an introduction. This, of course, is me and my illustrator. Now, I always have a Bible verse at the end of every episode because I want every episode to be a moral lesson that people can take to heart and try to turn their lives around if they're going through hard times of their own. In this one, I just happened to use Acts as an example. But in every nation, he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. To all broken hearts everywhere, stay strong and keep the peace. Yep. And this is my Meet the Author page. That's me. Now, this isn't my Gmail address anymore, and I don't have a PS4 anymore. I have a PS5, and this is not this information right here has been changed. But in any case, I mean, you've seen it on my business card, so this isn't the correct information. But see, over time things change, but in any case, I don't want this information to confuse anyone. But in any case, and this is my illustrator. Now, of course, I also would like to point out that DoverCon in Dover, Delaware is on June 13th, which is not very far from now. We're still in the month of May, but June is the next month. So, and the event itself starts at 10 a.m., I believe. So if you're in the Dover, Delaware area and would like to join the festivities, you're into anime, come on down. We'd love to have you. Oh yeah, here's also the, I put the main idea on the back cover, so this is for people that want to know what the story's about before they get a chance to read it. A humble teenage boy with too much unwanted attention discovers he is God's second son and becomes a superhero who uses his powers to fight for justice. Meanwhile, an evil crime boss with an unholy secret is plotting to take over the world. It's up to Awesomeman to save the whole planet from a demonic invasion and bring back holy hope to people everywhere. Can he keep up with high school and succeed in stopping this sinister plot? Or will he die trying? Well, you've seen it. But in any case, right now we are working on the sequel, so that will be the next book that comes out. And next movie I'm going to record will be the introduction for Bharati Torah, in which these two are going to be rivals in the near future. But in any case, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see some of you at the DoverCon, I hope. And let's see. Be sure to tune in every day to see more episodes, because I'll be introducing the rest of my mangas as well. Until next time, have fun, my Animaniacs.